Merry meet and welcome to the daily reading for all signs for today, the 9th of February, 2025. This is Ariel, and today I am reading with this classic tarot. This happens to be in Russian, but it's the classic tarot, and I've put a link in the video description if you would like to purchase a copy of it for yourself. Oh, also, I'm going to purify with this Alvarez Gomez cologne, 3 sprays in this big room. Is a wonderful purification, and I've also put a link in the video description for that. We are streaming live on YouTube, and moderating today are the lovely Dre and the lovely Honeypaw. Thank you so much, moderators, and thank you so much to everybody for joining us today for this daily reading. This is the last reading for this week. We take Mondays and Tuesdays off, by the way, so we won't have another reading until Wednesday. If you haven't done so already, would you please remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell. It really does help our channel out a lot. If you'd like to support our channel financially by giving a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/ArielGatoga, paypal.me/ArielGatoga, or you could use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks here on YouTube. We do appreciate your support, but what we appreciate the most is that you're here. I know there's a lot of places you could be, and I just am so grateful that you are here watching this reading today. If this doesn't seem like it's applying to you, it may just not be meant for you, because it does go out to a lot of people. So if that happens, just disregard the reading, and maybe check out instead the zodiacal readings for your sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. And you can find all the most recent of the tarot streams on our website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com. Just click on that free online tarot readings link in the main menu. You can find all kinds of free readings. We also have a weekly pick a card reading, and that should be coming out either today or tomorrow. All right, let's just give this shuffle one more shuffle, and we'll give this deck a nice clean cut, and we'll see what's in the cards for everybody today. Starting out with the 8 of coins, followed by the 6 of cups, and then the King of swords. All right. You know, there's this may as well be my reading. So I understand what's going on here. We have an attitude problem, many of us, and it's not that I shouldn't say it's an attitude problem. It's an attitude opportunity. That's a better way of saying it, because the ego naturally is compelled to go to the worst case scenario. The ego is naturally compelled to assume the worst in everybody and react, and frequently overreact when things don't appear to be going one's way. And it's saying that that's going to have financial ramifications on you over time. That it's not just that it makes you feel bad or that it hurts your relationships. It's that if you allow the ego full reign like that, eventually it starts to eat into your money too. And to be aware of that and then consciously change the attitude is very advanced. So that's why I say it's an opportunity to do that. Most people won't. Most people won't do that. And most people will suffer for it and then blame everything outside of themselves. And it's just this vicious cycle of, the self-fulfilling prophecy, why everything's bad, everything's bad, everything's bad. See, everything's bad. Not realizing that the King of Swords attitude is the culprit. So if you seize that in the moment, when you notice yourself having one of those moments that is just absolutely human and normal, and you shouldn't feel bad about it, you're just like everybody else. But instead, say, I'm going to do something much more advanced. I'm going to drop that, and I'm going to focus my attitude. I'm going to tune in. I'm going to use my attitude like a mixing board or something like that, where I can tune in exactly what I want. And when you do that, you are inviting a higher vibration to enter the situation. And that solar light will take you the rest of the way. But if you're not if you're in the midst of a King of Swords experience where you're just like, "Rah," which I am fairly prone to. I'm not as bad as not bad. I'm not as prone to it as I used to be, but I think it's just that Aries Aquarius combination where it's just like, I don't care. I don't care about your feelings. You make me mad. I'm going to destroy you. I've learned over time that that's not the most productive way of being, and then you also feel bad later when you overreact to things. So I'm better myself at noticing it, like in the throes or right before it happens, and then I say, I'm gonna change that. Now, if you notice that and immediately say, I'm gonna call on the solar light, or I'm gonna call on a higher power to help me, you shortcut your way right to a great day and a great experience. And this financial experience is wanting to happen for a lot of people. This financial experience that you've been looking for is wanting to happen for many of you. And the ego wants to say, no, I'm going to put the kibosh on it. How do I do that? By making them think they're mad at something else that's unrelated. And that way I can destroy their prosperity in order for them to feel like they need to be right about some argument or something, right? So it may look unrelated. Like I said, it may look like it has nothing to do with your prosperity. It has nothing to do with your money. But that's where for many of you, that's where it's going to show up. So it's profitable to notice the tendency to have a King of Swords experience. And the King of Swords really doesn't care about anybody. That's the part of the personality that couldn't care less. It's salting the field so that nothing can grow in there. It's completely take no prisoners, burn it up. And I don't care. All I care about is being right. And then the problem with that is at the end of it, there's maybe a moment of satisfaction, maybe, if you're lucky, and it's so fleeting, and then you feel bad. And depending on the personality type, you go, oh, I can't believe I did that. And then I have to go clean up my mess. Or there are personality types that just double down on doing the next King of Swords thing and the next King of Swords thing, kind of like an addict trying to chasing a high. And so when you're noticing that you're doing that, or that your tendency is maybe to do that, is to react in a poor way, and it's not always outward. A lot of times it's not. People think, well, I'm not like that. I don't have a temper. I never scream and yell at people, so I don't have King of Swords. Oh no, you might. I mean, it's part of the human condition, but you might just really internalize it, which is even more dangerous, because then it really does show up in weird ways. And according to this reading, it wants to show up in your money or your health. This could also be health. So calling on that solar light is a shortcut out of that. Even if you get an inkling of it, I would say let's just go for the solar light today, no matter what, because it's not worth it. What the ego promises you with this King of Swords experience is not worth the rush. You barely get anything out of it. You might get a little moment of satisfaction, like I said, but boy, does it wreak havoc, not only on on your nervous system and on your relationships, but on your pocketbook. Okay, and then we have a beautiful Queen of Cups and a beautiful, 5 of Cups. Well, that's probably where the King of Swords came. And then, wonderful. And then this wonderful 7 of Swords, which we do love. So the 7 of Swords has the ability to turn it around before it becomes a problem. It even has the ability to turn it around after there's been a problem. But if you can get to it before there's a problem, so much the better. Today looks like some people might be dealing with a mixture of emotions, which is sort of normal. But today they seem to be extreme. Today you're either really feeling at peace with the universe, or you're feeling highly conflicted, highly depressed, highly upset. And the highly conflicted, highly depressed, highly upset types of emotions are fertile ground for this King of Swords. And remember, that's part of your own self-destruct mechanism. That's what that is. We all have it. There's not one person that is walking the face of this planet that doesn't have self-destructive tendencies to some degree or another. And one way that they show up, and the worst way that they show up, is with this King of Swords. And the King of Swords uses our own hurt to justify his meanness. And he doesn't care. And I say he just because it's a masculine card, but it's not physical gender at all. We all have both. We all have both the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, by the way. She's not here. So she is, though, this Queen of Cups. She's the one that's trying to nurture and self-care and do all the good things and help you when you do have some emotional conflict. She's the one that knows how to handle that's very wise within you. But he likes to, this part of you that's self-destructive, likes to use your emotional conflict as a justification for acting out. And he doesn't care whether you're going after somebody else or whether you're going after yourself. There's no differentiation in the King of Swords mind. So if you say, I'm not going to be so mean to people, I want to be kind to people, I want to be loving. King of Swords will just whisper in your ear, you're right, that's so horrible to be mean to people. We should be loving to them because you're the one that's so bad. You know? And so until you just don't listen to that inner conflict at all and allow that to be turned around, you're going to be walking on thin ice today. And like I said, just because everything isn't perfect emotionally, just because you're having some ups and downs like a normal person, doesn't mean that you have to self-destruct. You're just being a normal, everyday human being that has emotions, right? Everybody can't be perfect all the time. And so when you're going through stuff today, don't feel bad about yourself. Don't feel bad about yourself. You can get out of it very quickly and rapidly if you call upon that solar light and allow it to turn it around for you. But if you get super down on yourself or you project that being down on yourself outward and you get down on other people, then what happens is things that you've been working on start to crumble and start to be destroyed. And that's the whole game. What have they been working on? Oh, money. What can I do to mess that up? What have they been working on? Oh, relationships. What can I do to mess that up? They've been working on their spiritual path. Oh, goody. Let's ruin that. Right? That's the King of Swords game. Don't fall for it. Do not fall for it. It's not going to have any power if you don't let it. Notice it and just laugh at it. Just laugh at it. Just go, oh, thinks he's so powerful. I'm calling on the solar light. I'm calling on the solar light. I don't need to wait until I feel good to call upon the solar light. Right? I'm not going to let myself use my own inner conflicts, which are normal, against myself or against other people in order to destroy my happiness, in order to destroy my prosperity, in order to destroy all of the work that I've been doing on myself. Right? And just realize that those self-destructive tendencies, like I want to be really clear about this, so I'm going to repeat myself again, are normal, natural, for humans, but that doesn't mean that you want them. That doesn't mean that you have to succumb to them. So you're going to be the top 2% of the population today when you say, I'm not going down that road. I'm going to recognize it for what it is. It's just the King of Swords. He has no power over me. It's just a tendency in my mind. And instead, I'm going to call upon this solar light and I'm going to allow the divine design of my life to manifest in the midst of this. And things will be reordered and reorganized around me in order to accommodate for that divine design. And there's nothing that the King of Swords can do about it, right? And so if you don't know how to work that solar light, you can find it on YouTube. Just search Gatoga Solar Light, and you'll see a couple of solar light meditations. Try it out. Just do it 2 or 3 times before you decide whether or not it works for you. You'll notice things start to change. You'll notice things start to realign. It's like a big spiritual chiropractic adjustment or something. And all of this King of Swords stuff, it just goes away. It's just for nothing. It doesn't have any effect on you whatsoever. All right? So you're going to do great today. Just be on the lookout for the tendency to want to react either poorly about yourself or poorly about other people. And it's okay if you're not having a perfectly wonderful day. Don't use it against yourself. Don't use it against other people. And instead, call upon that solar light and you'll be able to turn the whole day around. And that turnaround, according to the 7 of Swords, is complete, is very, very total. All right, thank you so much for spending some time with me, and thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Dre and Honeypaw. And we will see everybody for another daily reading on Wednesday. Until then, blessed be.